Bangladesh's army has stepped in, saying it will form an interim government after Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina fled the country, ending weeks of deadly protests. Reports say Ms Hasina is now in India, flown there by military helicopter. Her resignation was announced on national TV by the country's chief of army staff.
আপনারা সেনাবাহিনীর প্রতি আস্থা রাখেন, সশস্ত্র বাহিনীর প্রতি আস্থা রাখেন। আমি সমস্ত দায়িত্ব নিচ্ছি। আপনাদের জানমাল এবং আপনাদেরকে আমি কথা দিচ্ছি যে আপনারা আশাহত হবেন না। ইনশাআল্লাহ আপনাদের যত দাবি আছে সেই দাবিগুলো আমরা পূরণ করব এবং দেশে একটা শান্তি শৃঙ্খলা ফিরিয়ে নিয়ে আসব। আপনারা আমার সাথে সহযোগিতা করেন। দয়া করে আর এই ভাঙচুর, হত্যা, মারামারি, সংঘর্ষ এগুলো থেকে বিরত হন।
Thousands of protesters stormed the former leader's official residence in the capital Dhaka in celebration of her departure. Footage from local broadcaster Channel 24 shows demonstrators overturning furniture and smashing glass door panels. Protesters also vandalized the statue of PM Hasina's father and former Bangladesh President Sheikh Mujibur Rahman. The death toll has crossed the 300 mark since the unrest erupted last month. Thus, as student-led demonstrations demanded an end to a quota system believed to favor supporters of the ruling party. Internet access has been restricted since yesterday, while a nationwide curfew has been imposed. And more, Ishan Garg joins us live from New Delhi. Ishan, Sheikh Hasina reportedly having landed in India after fleeing Dhaka. Why would she choose to fly to India?
Well, there are several reports coming through that Sheikh Hasina is flying into India, and these are still unconfirmed reports. There's been data coming in from private databases that track aircrafts, which show that a Bangladeshi military helicopter brought Sheikh Hasina into Indian territory, and there are speculations that she might be thinking of getting safe passage through India. There's also speculation that she might actually be flying out to a different country, which could be the United Arab Emirates. And some even claiming that she could be flying to a different country like the United Kingdom. However, these are all unconfirmed reports as of now. We haven't heard from any official sources or officials about Sheikh Hasina's whereabouts. She was seen entering a military aircraft on Monday afternoon in Dhaka when she was believed to have left the country. And there's chances, analysts say, that she might be thinking about getting a safe passage through India because of the long-standing ties between the Indian government and the Bangladeshi government. Subsequent Indian governments have considered the Hasina government to be a stabilizing force in that country. The relationship between the two governments have been very close in the past 15 years that she's been at the helm of that government. But we're also seeing the Indian government take up measures of its own in anticipation of potential instability in Bangladesh. There has been an advisory issued by the Foreign Ministry asking Indians to not travel to Bangladesh, and the Indians who are already there in the country to not venture out. We're also seeing reports coming through that Prime Minister Narendra Modi has put the Indian Army on high alert along the India-Bangladesh border because there have been concerns that the violence could mean that more and more people could now come into the Indian side of the border.
Meanwhile, in Bangladesh itself, the army chief has said the army wants to restore order in the country with an interim government. How is the military establishment planning to respond after what we have seen weeks of protests in the country?
Well, when the Bangladeshi army chief was speaking at a press conference, he tried to strike a conciliatory note with the protesters. He said that the onus of restoring peace in the country now stands with the army, it now rests with the army, and he said that he takes full responsibility for all the violence that's occurred, and now the path forward has to be a constructive one. He told the students that they should also take responsibility and help the army bring peace back into the country. He said that there will now be an interim government which will be formed under the guidance of Bangladesh's president and in consultation with all the major political players there. And the student bodies have responded somewhat positively to this, though not entirely. The students who've been protesting out in Bangladesh, they say that they are happy that the Hasina government is not in place anymore, that Sheikh Hasina has resigned. But they say that a military rule cannot be a proper substitute for an elected government. And they say that they will formulate their position going ahead. And it will remain to be seen how the army handles the massive anger that still prevails in Bangladesh, which analysts say is not just because of the quotas that were repealed, but also because of high inflation and joblessness in the country.
Thanks to Ishan Garg reporting live to us there from New Delhi.